There are lots of big names in the putter market, but should we take this putter brand as a serious contender for putters? Let's find out. So like I say, there are lots of big brands out there. You think of your Scotty Camerons under the Titleist umbrella, we think of Odyssey under the Callaway umbrella, we think of Ping, and now probably Taylormade as well, making the spider putters, have thrust themselves into that massive putter market. But does this brand warrant being one of the big brands to actually be considered when you buy your next putter? Let's take a look out and find out what this brand is. So the brand I'm talking about is the Mizuno putters. They've released their M-Craft range of putters, and I'm going to test them today to see if they really should be considered one of the big boys. When we think of Mizuno, if we think back, if you're old enough or been playing the game long enough to think of old Mizuno putters, we think of putters of like the TP Mills putter here that we'll see, or the I think it was the 0832 putter. They weren't considered as a great manufacturer of putters. They make fantastic irons and probably considered as one of the best manufacturers of irons, but putters, are they considered any good? Like I say, in the past, I thought they were a little bit sketchy, but this new range of putters, they've got quite a lot to offer. So we're going to test them, see how they are. We're going to look at the feel, we're going to look at the price, we're going to look at the performance and give you my opinion on them and see if you should consider it when you are buying your next putter. So I've tested all these putters now. I've had a little bit of a putter of them. I've got a few different models. I've got the 2, the 3, the 5 and the 6. If we're talking feel to start off with, feel wise, it's a CNC forged milled putter. So in terms of the feel off the face, we feel nice and soft. It doesn't feel too hard, too soft. It's a nice, if you've got a decent premium golf ball, actually feels decent off the face, quite responsive. I think with it being a milled and a forged putter, when you don't quite get the sweet spot, you know about it. So if you're looking forgiveness wise, I would say there's probably other putters out there that are going to be a bit more forgiving. But like I say, you know where you've hit it, so that's a great point if you are trying to improve your putting, and it does feel like a nice solid connection off that face when we do it. Also, we can see, as we just see the bottom of the putters there's different weights as we go through it. So each putter comes with a little pack that you get a 3 gram weight, an 8 gram weight and a 13 gram weight in. So if you like to feel a lighter putter, you've got the option for that. A heavier putter, an option for that. A putter that sits in the middle, you've got an option for that. So it's covering each base for each consumer that is out there. One thing on feel that I think would be needed to be changed would be the grip that it comes with. Now obviously I know people go and change the grips, but this lambkin, the corded grip, for me, what I did with one of the putters, this one here, which I have been using for quite a while now, for probably about 2 or 3 months, the 2, it had the corded grip on, but I've put a super stroke grip onto it and it feels like a completely different putter in my hands. The actual feel off the face, fantastic. The weight in my hands feels a lot better, and just that cushion grip, which I think we see the majority of companies now are using, the likes of a Super Stroke or a Golf Pride, more cushioned grip. I think that would be one thing that they could do that would really bump this putter up to make it a real big contender to be one of your next putters. But like I say, you can go and buy one of those if you were to go and do it in the shop. So that would be my only downside on the feel side of it. So maybe something that Mizuno could look into, getting a Super Stroke or some other cushion grip on their putters. Looks wise, I think the shapes of each of the putters are absolutely fantastic. We've got the classic looking putter like we see here from that blade. We've got something like the more futuristic fang-like putter here that we see there, where if you're struggling for alignment, we've got that box covered with more alignment aids with the bigger lines. We've got the classic one with the less alignment. So depending on which camp you fall in, whether you like a blade to be sleek, stealth, not a lot going on, you've got something there, or you want something that's big, bold, gonna help you align, we've got that base covered as well. White satin, black ion, a big tick for me. This one here, the blue ion, I just don't know. A blue putter, not a big fan. It's a bit like when Taylormade came out with that gold Spider, or even Odyssey with the red putters. I'm not a huge fan of those either. So I think, again, looks is very personal. Again, you might like the bladed style and hate the fang style, other people do, but for me, that blue ion, I don't know what it is. It just, when I look behind it, and it might change over time, I might look at it and think, actually, that's a nice looking putter, but I prefer a more classic style putter as I look down on those. If you're into it as well, you get a really nice leather head cover with the paddled M-Craft badge on it there. It's maybe a selling point for some people. I know other people won't be that bothered about it, but a nice premium leather head cover that comes with the putter alongside it there. So another positive that you can throw in about them. Price-wise, as we look at them, I think this is one thing that Mizuno could maybe get the upper hand on. They're currently $229 for these putters. We see the likes of Scotty Cameron being nearly £400-500 now, and very similar with some of the Odyssey putters, and even some of the Taylormades getting into that £300-400 mark. $229 for the Mizunos. Now I think if they went in round about $175 to $199, I think they would absolutely smash it, because it would be a great price point, one that's just a little bit lower, but it's offering all those things. Like I say, we've got the feel from the forged and the milled putters, we've got that availability in the weights that you want, you've got all the different looks and different styles, and then you smash it with that price point. I think that'd be something that Mizuno could really undercut. But even at $229, I think it's a good price point. So overall, as a putter brand, I think that they should be one that could be considered for your next putter. They're good looking, they feel great, good price point. Mizuno putters, one to consider in the future, I think.